I would like to revisit the Harvard book dude, like having to treat the two guys on Morning Joe as if they were children and explain things to them 3 or 4 times. And I was just really entertained. It was a lot of fun to me.
I don't think if that's what happened, I don't think I listened to the whole thing. Because
I'm being
I
hyperbolic, certainly.
okay, all
I'm
right.
being, yeah.
I clicked forward through that podcast because I certainly wasn't going to listen to 47 minutes of them.
Hmm.
But like when I got to it, it was one of them from the show kind of recapping what they got from what he was saying, and then it immediately went into, oh, but really, hard work and perseverance is really important, right? And he was like, yeah, no, not actually, even a little bit. I mean, he didn't say that, but that's what he meant. Like he
But he
was like,
said that, yeah.
certainly,
Yeah.
yeah, he was like, certainly, hard work and perseverance can help you, and all the dedication, and because they went off about the Beatles and 10,000 hours and all of that, and he was basically like, that's nice. I understand that that's a thing people say, and certainly it's never going to hurt you to put in the work, but none of that matters if you don't have a little bit of luck.
Yeah.
Literally
Like
no point in it if you don't also get lucky.
yeah, they kept trying to make like being awesome and hardworking a necessary part of being famous. And he kept having to go, no, not really. And finally, he was just like, listen, there are famous musicians who probably aren't skilled and don't work hard. Like, and it's just what it is. You know, like things happen sometimes. Not all, certainly not the majority of them.
I
Like,
certainly
he
I
literally,
I mean certainly not both. Like there are
yeah.
lots of famous people who aren't both of those things.
Hmm. Well, if we're gonna, I said musicians to make it even interesting. If we're gonna go out to just straight famous people, welcome to the Kardashians. You don't need any.
Well, I think some of them definitely work hard.
Yeah, work hard at what though, man?
Yeah,
Oof.
well that's the thing. It's is it difficult work like being out there doing the social media, doing the engagements? No. But if you spend 60 hours a week doing anything, you're working hard at that thing.
That's
I
fair.
would I
Yeah,
would say. Like
yeah. But
whether or not that thing is difficult, whether or not other people could do it, whether or not it's valuable to society, those are all different questions.
you're certainly putting in your time. Like I can't really say you're not, you know, doing full-time work unless I want to attack that whole work word. But that's not a not a thing I'm trying to do right.
Yeah,
Oh, goodness. No, it was refreshing to hear like a really smart person who's from Harvard, so like not from like, iHeartMedia or some like, it wasn't one of my liberal podcasters. It was a dude from Harvard saying it's a lot of luck. Because it's something I think
yeah,
people need to know. You know this. This is one of my things. Like the people who make it, like, aren't necessarily better. Often are objectively worse than people who don't make it. And it comes down to luck. Like, if there's any place where this isn't mostly true, maybe professional sports, because like still some luck probably, but it's a lot of at
that
least the skill level is going to be a
yeah,
necessary
that pipeline has been constructed. Like in
requirement.
America, certainly. Like we've built
Yeah,
that pipeline, so it's not. You don't actually need a lot of luck to get discovered.
I mean, hell, yeah.
Um,
Baseball and basketball have like worldwide pipelines. Like
yeah,
so yeah, 100%.
but that's what it is. There are wealthy people who saw a way to profit from those people's talent and possibly hard work,
Yeah,
and said, "Hey, I'm really sick of having to wait and get lucky for someone good to show up. So how about we just build this scouting apparatus? Let's call it college sports, and that way we can milk all of the talent out of the system."
yeah. Well, I mean, college sports is one thing. Like, there's also like the baseball teams who are on like air quote camps in like the Dominican Republic. That like they don't even wait for them to get to college in baseball. Like. they're in college and baseball. They're an old timer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're getting them when they're like 13, getting them in the system. And I imagine soccer's the same deal. I know that there have been professional soccer players that were quite young.
I mean, I think 15. I think we had the
Yeah,
one guy who was 15 who actually played for MLS for our professional sports
yeah,
back when
I
our pro soccer wasn't real yet.
yeah. I don't think he was very good either, as it turned out.
Well, I
But
mean, he was a spectacular 15-year-old soccer player.
yeah, context matters.